Hi class, this will just be a quick video to get you started doing our event query part of our builder series. So where are we? Look how far we've come down the project. We've designed the user experience, tested that user experience, we've designed the event info type, we've designed the events tables in our database, and now it's time to get information out of our events table using queries. The last thing we'll do is get information onto the page out of the database, then onto the page, but that's for next week. All right, what's the point of this exercise? It's to get your events out of storage. Your events are now in a database, at least theoretically they are, and you'll use queries to get the events out of the database with the ultimate aim next week of putting them on a page. All right, these are the steps. We'll review tables, practice querying, and then write some event queries. I'll get you started in this video writing those event queries. Okay, as usual, download the template, follow the instructions that are in G-Class, and upload a filled-in template to the server and your TA will evaluate it. Okay, let's go over queries. Select, from, where, order by. Those are the key words, the questions that you ask. The query is a question against the database, and each of these are a part of that question. The select says, what columns do I want out of the database? From says, which tables have those columns in it? Where is, under what condition do I want to get a row out of a table? So I'm going to get rows out of tables and only get back certain columns, and I have to say which rows do I want. That's what where does. And finally, order by sorts the results however you'd like them sorted. Okay, this is from last week. You'll remember this slide. This is an example of a very simple query. We're going to select the picture name and text, so we have a notification table with a picture name and text in it, and we only need the picture name and text. We're going to get that from the notification table. And where do we want that? Where the person's ID is a friend of mine. So those are the conditions. I want any row from the notification table where the person's ID is one of my friends, and I want only the picture name and text columns from those tables. Finally, I want to order them by the date and time so that they come in descending order, so that they come in the right order for my news feed. Okay, so that's a little bit of a review of queries. Let's talk about the actual queries that you're going to want to write for this exercise. So remember, select, from, where, order by. And in this case, we're looking at your database, the database of events. And last week you made it into a database with at least 3 tables: an event table, a location table, and one other table, possibly cities and states. So the queries consists of select, from, where, and order by. When you look at the instructions, select whatever columns we specifically ask you for. If we ask you for a particular column in the instructions, that's the column to put in the select area. From is going to be your event location and whatever other tables that you've created. Where? What specific criteria are we asking for? Did we ask you for an ID? Then you want to only find the records or the rows that have that ID. Order by, is there any particular sorting called for in the instructions that we give you? If there is, then you're going to need an order by clause. These things are called clauses. We have a select clause, a from, a where, and an order by clause. So select whatever columns we ask you for from your whatever tables those columns are in. Where, if we ask you for any particular conditions, only the ones with a particular ID or something like that, that's what goes in the where. And then order by if we have any sorting that we've called for. All right, that's about it. Good luck with this exercise, and we'll see you in the workshop.